Okay, Ridhima. Tell us something about yourself.
So my name is Ridhima Sharma. I have recently completed my senior secondary education from St. Francis Convent School in Telanguru. And I love exploring new things. So I have a habit of exploring nature, and I believe that it is a very good habit of mine, and I love learning new things daily.
Okay, let's talk about your hometown. Where is your hometown?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, it's in Chandigarh. It's in the district of Amritsar, and it is a very beautiful place. It's not more like a city or like a town. It's like a whole new countryside, and it is a very beautiful place where all sort of facilities are available, either it be medical or educational facilities.
Is there anything you dislike about the town?
Um, Not really, because it's my hometown and I'm really close to my hometown and all over the things around it. And there is not any certain thing I really hate about.
How
But
long
yes,
have you been living there?
sorry.
How long have you been living there?
Since my childhood, I was born there, and since now I'm living there, it has been almost 19 years.
All right. So let's talk about memory now. Ridhima, are you good at memorizing things?
I believe that yes, I'm good at memorizing things because I have done schooling. So I have come across many exams. I have given many exams in my academics. So I have to remember and memorize everything in order to get good marks in my
Have you
exams.
forgotten something that was important?
Sometimes it depends how I have studied about it. Sometimes I feel nervous or I am underconfident at that point of time. So I tend to forget things.
So is it important to memorize everything?
It depends. There are many things in our life. Some things are distracting, so it's necessary to forget those things and not concentrate on it and forward and move forward to the life.
Right. So you feel that we should have a very constructive thinking.
Yes, one should have constructive thinking in order to achieve everything in their life. If a person will be constructive and creative in their life, they will definitely be able to grasp more and more knowledge in their life.
Let's talk about traveling. Do you like to travel?
Yes, I love traveling because I believe that, as I mentioned earlier, I love exploring things. So I believe a certain place have a certain history behind it, and a certain reason for that particular thing to be done. So I believe that exploring more and traveling and knowing more about things help to enhance one's knowledge.
How often do you like to travel?
It depends upon my schedule because when I was a school child, it was only in the holidays when I could have time to travel. But now, as I am not so indulged into my studies, I'm not going to college, and I have free time for myself, so I can travel anywhere. And it depends on my schedule.
Let's talk about part two. And here you have to speak about a book that impressed you, and you have to answer these four questions. I'll give you 1 minute to think on the topic and 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it. Your time starts. Please start.
Okay. So I love reading books, And I have recently come across a very beautiful book named Power of Subconscious Mind. Before that, I used to see lecture videos on the power of one's mind, and I was so confused at that point of time that a mindset can change the whole perspective of one's life. I was not sure at that time, and when I read the book, I was so sure of that statement that the power of subconscious mind can lead to all the factors a person need in their life. And it was a very beautiful and impressive book, which says that with mind a person can achieve anything in their life. And it was a book about manifesting things. I was not so into the thing of manifestation, but when I read this book, it told about if a person is um, uh, if a person is thinking again and again about a certain thing, he will find a way in order to receive that thing. And it impresses me, and it impresses me a lot. But I was a little confused as well, that how a mindset can change the whole perspective. And after that, when I read the whole book, I came to know that yes, the power of subconscious mind can turn things into reality. And it is a very impressive book. Every person should read it. And especially the person who believe that they are underconfident, they are not confident enough to achieve things in their life, they should definitely go for this book. And they should explore more about the knowledge of subconscious mind, and they should empower this knowledge in order to achieve certain things in life. And I believe that after reading this book, I believe that mind is something that is very important. A mindset can change the whole life of a person. And everyone should focus on their mindset. A person should never be underconfident, they should always be confident. And they should always think that they can do better in their life no matter what. And this book helps help gaining more and more confidence. And it also tells about the power of one's mind, which is very important. It's a part of our body, and everyone should know about their body, how the system is working. It is a very beautiful book, according to me.
Thank you. Let's proceed to part 3. A good book is like a good teacher. Do you believe in it?
Yes, definitely. If a person is came across a very good book, it will definitely teach something to that person in a good way. If a person reads a book on daily basis, or they are reading a book with concentration, they will definitely achieve something from that.
Electronic book or a physical book? What is your preference and why?
I believe that a physical book is way more better than an electronic book, because when something is written in front of us, there are a lot of images, and as well as a good italic form. We are having that. And whereas electronic devices, if reading a book in electronic devices, it could lead to distraction, maybe a notification, or maybe a person can proceed to any another application through that electronic device. So a physical book is always a preference, and it is very good.
There are some people who like to read books, but there are some people who like to watch movies on the same book. What is preferred?
Yeah, I believe that reading is more presentable than watching a movie, because when a person reads and go through the book, um, he is using his leisure time in a good way, and not is using all his senses in order to learn something from that book. And if something is seen on screen, it is already done by the management of that film. And it is no task is done by that person. He's still and watching that book. So doing it physically could lead to learning more, and it will always helps in academics as well.
Thank you so much.